Hello everybody, I'm back. We are back. We're back in Sask. I hope everyone's well. I do apologise for the kind of unplanned little short breakaway, but hey, it is what it is, isn't it? Got to think about the kids this time of the year, I guess, but it was definitely unplanned. Definitely unexpected. I feel like I'm almost back to normal now though. The kids will be back at school. Wow. Well, one of them, my youngest, goes back on Thursday, which will be nice. Obviously, it's nice having them home once in a while, maybe for a couple of days, but not 3 weeks. Just doing my head in. But yeah, she'll be back, and then the other two will be back as of next week. So pretty much back to normal. Now, I needed to squeeze one in. I really had to do something, because I think it has literally been, wow, maybe 3 weeks since I released the video. Now, I've been pretty good recently. I've been real consistent, but yeah, not having that time to myself during the day while they're at school for the occasional days of the week really has affected how much I can do, for definite. Now, it's been a while since we've been on this map, and the reason I've come back to it, that there is method in my madness, is because I pre-recorded, well, about 3 weeks ago, I pre-recorded the next Keep It Real. Now, it's a great episode. I haven't edited it yet, but it's a good episode. There's some progress in the episode. But because obviously I recorded it way before Christmas, actually, I haven't kind of mentioned anything about Christmas in the video. Obviously, my intention was to fully get it up and loaded and still do 2 or 3 more before we even got to Christmas, to be honest. But because of that reason, I felt it wouldn't be right just to kind of disappear for 3 weeks and then release that video, because it just wouldn't make sense really, and it wouldn't be me, because you know, I say it a lot, the thing that I like to do is talk to people, so here I am. So I hope everyone's had a great Christmas anyway, or at least a good break, maybe a little bit of time away from work. Depends where you are and what you celebrate, I guess, but for me, I've had a great time. I really have. It's cost me an absolute fortune, but fine. It is what it is, isn't it? This is the problem when you have children. You have to expect the aftermath and the costs at certain times of the year. But anyway, right. I literally cannot remember a thing. I notice here the pickup truck is full of bags of stuff. I don't know what. Pig food. I'm assuming that's like. Do you know what? I seem to remotely remember putting the bags in and it kind of tipped them all out. Yeah, I do remember that. Now, what I was going to do is watch back the last episode, but I just haven't had time. So it's fine. It is what it is. We'll improvise. Now, you might notice, certainly if you've watched the Sask series recently, that actually the months have skipped quite a bit. So we're in September now. And the reason I've done that, it's kind of been, I mean, I guesstimated it about 4 or 5 months since I actually played this map. So I would skip forward that amount of time. So I did a very, very small amount of work just before I did that. The main thing being planted the field, because that's where we left it. And I remembered that. The field was ready to go. So I planted the field, but I haven't fertilised it. So I don't really know what the outcome will be. I just wanted to at least get the seed in the ground. And also, by the way, what I went for was canola. Just because it's an easy crop. It's harvestable around this sort of time of the year. But the swather and the pickup, I believe, will not work for that crop. So a header is going to be something we're going to need when we get to that. Definitely. Now, I'm just going to stroll on down to the pigs. I can remember this is exactly where I abandoned it. Not even touched it. And just see what these guys are doing. Now, of course, this whole entire series was based around crossplay only mods. So everything that you would get on a console is what I'm using. Nothing extra, nothing different, just crossplay. The good news about that is it doesn't have the enhanced animal mod activated, which is great. So it means that they're not going to die. So at least we haven't lost any animals. But I see in the bottom corner there, we definitely would have done. 0 health, 0 food. They probably don't even have any water. They haven't generated a lot of slurry there by the look of it. They have still got straw, so they're obviously not using that straw because they haven't got any food. So let's just have a little look in the menu here a minute. Now this, of course, the great thing about this series is also it's not quite as realistic as I try and keep the Keep It Real series. So I can play the game almost on this series, which is nice. You know, it's nice to just play the game once in a while and not have too much challenge. So let's just see where we're at. So they have absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. They will have water actually, I've just remembered, because I obviously placed this fantastic looking pen right at the end of the last episode, I want to say, or maybe the episode before. So we'll just have a look at these sheep. I know that this is what I did just before. Now, if I remember correctly, we bought 12 sheep, so they haven't bred. We must have bought them young, because they're not quite at puberty, in fact. But they're still living off the grass that we put in there. But then I guess there's only 12 sheep, and I don't know. In 4 or 5 months, 12 sheep probably wouldn't get through about 10,000 litres of grass, I guess. So that's good. Now, I'm not going to lie. I am secretly hoping, well not hoping, because I know, that the big benefit of skipping through the months is we would have generated some fabric. Now, let's just head over. Again, this is the great thing. Keep it real. I don't do teleporting. I don't transfer around the map. Everything is, you know, if I need to get somewhere and I don't have a vehicle, I've got to walk. But in this series, I don't have that rule, and it's great for a change. So these guys, and I can't remember, I did this, didn't I, right at the end of the last episode, and I'm quite impressed with myself. Actually, it does look pretty cool now. Now look, the grass is all kind of grown back, and it does look really nice, and they all look pretty happy, don't they? They don't look too bad at all. I wonder if we got any of them swimming. No, no swimming sheep today, though. No swimming sheep. Great. So that's pretty good anyway. I just thought I'd check in and have a quick look and remind myself of whether I actually did a good job or not. But yeah, I quite like that. I quite like what I've done here. I especially like the little gates that I installed. Just a little touch of realism. Hey, it's not the Keep It Real series, but it's still got to be realistic, isn't it? This is what I want to do. Let's jump over to this spinnery. So, wow. Now, it always gives me that hand there, look. Makes me think I got like super strength on, but of course console I don't have super strength, so it's just kind of tricking me. It's tricking me. I can't actually pick anything up. I can't even pick those up. No. Now I did shuffle them over a little bit. I'm not going to lie, and that's because I wanted them to generate the correct amount of fabric, I guess, and keep on generating the fabric. So yeah, I did do that. I'm not going to lie. Now, has that always been there? Must have been. It must have been. There has been an update outstanding for this map on my PC for months. Months and months. Even whilst I was playing it last, it's probably 6 months old, that update. The reason I haven't done it is because I'm afraid you have to start a new save. Well, I'm afraid, I think it actually states you have to start a new save. Which is fine. If you're playing it yourself, no problem. But when you're doing a series, that is a bit of a pain, isn't it? I'd have to manually put everything back in the same position. That would be a nightmare. Now, we'll jump back into map view a minute. Just again, I'm kind of reminding myself live, I guess, really, of what's going on. Now, this field here, this is the one I planted. And like I said, I put canola in it. And, yeah, it's ready to harvest, which is great. The whole map's pretty much ready to harvest, to be honest with you. But I guess it's that time, isn't it? It's September. Seasonal growth is on, of course, so why on earth is that such a weird colour? Okay, so part of that crop is withered, but the middle bit isn't. That's bizarre, isn't it? I've never seen that before. Never seen that before. Okay, great. Right, so, I mean, what have we got? Let's remind myself. 127,000. I'm not used to having that much money. This is weird. What am I going to spend it on? I'm used to having like £500. You can tell I haven't played this series for a little while. It's going to be a nice little change, a nice pleasant little change. I'm not going to lie, the thing that I'm looking forward to the most is being able to attach all the attachments without getting out and manually attach. That is a great mod, but it does drive me mad sometimes. Right, anyway, let's jump across, see where we're at. Enough of the talking, and let's figure out what we're doing now. So, in typical Rusey fashion, everything is absolutely filthy. Look at the state of that. That poor old tractor. Now, let's jump around. Okay, shop. I tell you what, just flicking between vehicles, I think we do need to get some form of telehandler now. I think that is due. What do I need to get on with first? I mean, I guess priority should be feeding these pigs. Because, I mean, God knows how many months they've been without food. A couple of months. Animal neglect. This is not good. But, this. I mean, oh dear. They don't look too great, do they? But, in all fairness, it has produced a lot. I seem to remember these. Does it let me move these? It does. I don't want to, though. That's not how it works. So, I need to bring the tractor down from the sheep barn, which I kind of want to keep that there. So my other option is I need to buy a telehandler or something similar. So that might be something worth looking at. Spend a bit of money straight away. I'm not used to having so much money, so I just feel like I have to spend it. And also, I'll jump into the menu. I'll just jump across to my mouse a minute. And in construction, I was going to place, and I remember talking about this before, last time when I was playing it, I was going to place like a fodder mixer, but I had a second thought because the capacity of it was only 3,000, and that's kind of pathetic, and to the extent where I might as well have just kind of manually put each of these pallets over here, these ones over here, I might as well have just put them in one by one and just put them straight in myself rather than mix them. But then I seen one of these. That's a pig food mixer. There you go. Look. So it's 22,000. It looks kind of cool. It does look cool. And it can just kind of fit along here somewhere. Yeah. But actually its capacity is like 50,000. So I could literally just load these pallets over here just straight into this, and I believe it will mix it to the right specification and just pour it out of that spout there. And if I put it somewhere like that, then I'd be able to just take the food straight out of there and put it into the pig pen, just with a kind of a small trailer, I guess. It's a bit manual, but it's a little bit realistic as well, isn't it? So I don't know, maybe that's what I need to do. So do I do that just while I'm in this view? I think I do. I'll try and do it without getting it stuck in the roof. Now how much is it? 22.53. Right, I'm going to free place it because it's pretty much flat anyway, but I don't want it to change the colour of the ground. Let's try and position it so it's kind of neat. Let's go with that. Boom. I've just spent more money in the first 10 minutes of being back on this series than what I've probably spent in the last 5 episodes to keep it real. Just like that. Just like that. We've got a little bit of floatage there, but that's fine. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And in actual fact, it's kind of positioned quite well. Yeah, I mean if I got some sort of, maybe a telehandler with a bucket, I could just put it straight into the bucket, tip it straight into the pigs. Cool, I like it. Right, let's jump straight back into here. What's in here? Now obviously I'm not activating that awesome mod that Bendercat kind of adapted a little bit, the one that gives you like the huge additional amount of shop items. The reason I'm not activating it is because I need to stick to that rule. of crossplay only. Now I could be cheeky, activate it, buy what I need, and then deactivate it again. But that the whole sense, the whole idea of this series was to not do that. Was to play it like I would have to play it if I was playing on the Xbox, which I don't do very often. But I do have one, and I do play once in a while. But anyway, that's interesting. Don't use wheel loaders a great deal, but I don't like them. They're great for bucket work and things like that, and silage pits and stuff, but I've always found, trying to attach a pallet fork to them and use them to kind of neatly load up a trailer, they are just absolute nightmare. You kind of accidentally let go of the steering, and before you know it, it straightens up and knocks half the trailer off the back again. I can't be dealing with that. So there's not really anything there. We pretty much already own something very, very similar to that anyway. We do, I did say, we do need a header. Would it be kind of strange putting a class header on there? What is it we got? I think it's a case. Yeah, I don't know. With 25,000, if that's actually a really good price, maybe we get a bit of a mix match. It's normally 63 grand. Right, what's this? 8.5. Yeah, no, I think we can go bigger than that. 12 meter. I know the combine we have is crazy in terms of its maybe unrealistic power. It looks like it's got quite low horsepower, but I know it kind of runs these big ones. It might even run that, but that's a little bit too unrealistic. But that would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice. I don't know, part of me wonders, is that odd? Is that a strange thing? Don't know. I think about that. Right. You can tell I haven't been on this series for a while because I'm just kind of, I don't know. I don't know how much of this you'll see by the time I edit it, to be honest, because I'm just sat here talking to myself. This one I'm pretty sure, well, I mean, maybe that's the one to go for. Skid steer, front loader. Oh, that's interesting. I want to say the front loader one probably has bigger bucket options, doesn't it? Let's have a quick look a minute. God, this is frustrating, because I don't even know how far into the recording I am. Let's have a guess. Okay, I reckon probably 15 minutes. And all I've done is talk. I haven't even done any farming. Right, come on, I need to get on with this now. Okay, right, front loader tools. 1,000 is the biggest. I know obviously I could install bigger ones, but skid steer. Oh wow, actually bigger. You wouldn't think it, would you? A lot bigger. Oh, in fact, that actually comes with... Okay, right. Well, that's a no-brainer. Let's go back, skid steer, and we'll keep it as a skid steer. Definitely. Wheels. Oh, look at that. Fancy. £600 for those bad boys. Let's just keep it standard for now. That will do. Now, one rule that I did have on this series, and I'm kind of reminding myself of rules as I'm going, but no leasing. I know that was a rule on this one. No leasing. So, good. And let's go back to skid steer tools. Definitely going to get... Yeah, so 2,000 litre bucket, and I'm hopeful that I could put that pallet fork into the bucket. Brilliant. Right. Amazing. So the great thing about this is I can just tab straight over. Oh, I don't remember buying that. Cool. Oh, this is a funky looking thing, isn't it? Oh my god, it's a lot smaller than what it looked like. I thought it looked quite big. It's tiny. Oh, it's pretty nimble though. It's pretty nimble. Right, so... Can you, I want to say... I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there was like a super long option available when I looked at the pictures. I'm sure there was. Maybe I've just missed something. Right, will it let me pick that up? Come on. Okay, right, I had to use the shop's telehandler to help me, but it's moments like that where I wish I did have like lumberjack installed, just so I could nip out and chuck it in the bucket, but it's fine. It's fine, it didn't take too long. In actual fact, I just realised I got the time set to 0.5. I don't think I ever did set a time limit on this series actually. I think it was just a case of kind of, it is what it is, but it needs to be a little bit faster than I've done it. Let's stick it to times 3 for a minute, we'll see how we get on. This thing only does 11. This may take a while. Yes. But, so, first things first, rescue the pigs. This is kind of like a, I don't know, like a derelict farm rescue kind of episode. Maybe I'll call it something fancy like that. Yeah, because, well, we've kind of abandoned it for a fair few months. So now we need to restore it. Definitely. I tell you what though, there's a heck of a lot of money there, sat in all of that fabric. And don't forget, you might not have even seen it in actual fact, because I didn't add it to this same series, but I did that episode, didn't I? Where it was kind of a full entire time-lapse episode where I built that additional cell point, I built that wholesale market, which was good. I enjoy doing stuff like that, but in terms of actual gameplay, I've not visited it whilst playing the actual map, the actual series, so that'll be our first time going there today. See how well I designed it when it comes to trying to manoeuvre a tractor around in that kind of tight yard space that I landscaped up. So that'll be good. That'll be something else that we have to do. Although I'm not sure I'm going to use this at 11 miles per hour. No, I might use the John Deere for that job. Anyway, this is going to take a while. I'll catch you back at the farm in a moment. This is taking so long, I can't sit here quietly. I can't sit here quietly. There's loads to talk about. What am I talking about? Why am I going to skip it for? So, look, thank you very much for everyone who's kind of stuck around, and I really appreciate, you know, I've had loads of nice comments about, you know, that you all kind of get the whole Christmas thing with children, which is great. I appreciate that. I think I'm still small enough as a channel to kind of get away with not actually doing any content for a week or two. Yeah, it's not too much of a big deal, I don't think. But also, it's great to know that even though I am quite a small little channel, people do miss it, you know, and I quite like seeing those messages asking me when the next episode's going to be, and making sure everything's alright. In fact, Justin's even messaged me direct on Facebook. I do have a Facebook account now, by the way. I've set up a Roosy Gaming Facebook account, but he's messaged me direct just to make sure I'm alright, because, you know, I've been a bit quiet, just checking in with the family. So I really appreciate that. I love that. I mention all the time that for me it's the whole community thing. I do quite enjoy that. But anyway, look, nitrogen, bad. I told you I didn't fertilise it. I didn't think it would have been that bad though. Didn't think it would have been that bad. So we're not going to get maximum yield. In fact, what's it say? 86% expected yield. So it's fine. It is what it is. Still going to be money, isn't it? Right, anyway, let's get back in here. But no, honestly, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, there's some new people to the channel watching this. I know Curtis, you've spent quite a lot of time watching this series as well, because I know that because you've commented on pretty much every single video in the last maybe week and a half, 2 weeks maybe at a push. You've pretty much caught up to almost where I'm at right now, actually. So for you, you've gone from one episode doing one thing to the next episode being a massive, like, 4 or 5 months later. But yeah, I guess in real time. That's because I thought I'd give myself a bit of a challenge and a bit of consequence for not keeping this series up, I guess. And I've probably lost out on a heck of a lot of profit. If I'd been playing this continuously, I probably would have made quite a bit of money, and I'm sure I've lost it, certainly with the pigs not being particularly well looked after and probably not breeding as much as they should have done. But it's fun, it's fun. At least that fabric's made up for it a little bit. So come the end of this episode, I think we're going to have quite a bit of money. I'll have to double check and see when the fabric sells at its best price, because I don't know. I don't think I've ever sold fabric. In fact, you just wouldn't, would you, really? The obvious thing to do... Is this my turn in? No, it's not. It's the next one, isn't it? Yeah, the obvious thing to do is to buy some sort of kind of clothing production where you can convert it. Obviously, you make a heck of a lot of money through clothes. But we'll have to look, I guess. That might be something to consider. If we make a bit of money by the end of this episode without having to utilise the fabric, maybe we can buy like a tailor and do that. Or maybe I sell the fabric as is, and oh, bit of a queue, sorry about that. Yeah, maybe I sell the fabric as is and go back to my original plans, which I haven't forgotten, and that's to get the interactive productions, which are installed. I have activated them. And I fully planned where I wanted it to go. I wanted it to go in that random little corner. So maybe I do that. I mean, I don't get time to watch YouTube a lot anymore. You know, with day-to-day life, and then kind of spending the time doing the content creation, and the editing is the longest, kind of biggest part of all of this. I just don't have time to sit back and watch too many series. So, you know, I've caught up now with Dagwin's Vintage Survival, because that's good. You know, I like that kind of, well, as you know, if you watch Keep It Real, I like that kind of not too easy start and a bit of a struggle to get you going, which I think everyone likes that kind of gameplay, I think, to be honest. That's why that sort of series is so popular. But I don't even know what episode I'm on, and I feel kind of bad really, because, you know, Scruffed, he's one of my original subscribers, actually. I think he commented on maybe my first or second ever episode, and just giving me a few little tips and advice and things like that. So I'm way behind on his, and I love that. The farmhand that he does is just fantastic. I reckon I'm a good, I don't know, I mean, he releases them so often and so quickly. I reckon, yeah, 25, maybe 30 episodes behind his current one, so I have no idea what's going on with him and George's farm at the minute, but he puts them up so frequently, it is quite challenging to keep up with it sometimes. And then there's other ones. I mean, Farm Sim Snowy, I know you watch a lot of my episodes, and you know, I comment on yours whenever I watch them as well, but I am behind on yours as well. Yeah, it's just hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up, but hopefully I still do something that's a little bit different, because, you know, that's what I like to do. I like to just do things that are a tiny bit different, and I don't know if anyone's really going at it with those interactive mods at the minute, with the interactive productions. I really don't know. Maybe, oh god, I nearly lost it then. Maybe someone's going at it, maybe people are all over that, or maybe no one's doing it, which would be nice for me to kind of give it a go as initially planned. Right, anyway, I don't know what is going on there. What is happening there? Why have I got a bit of a tree branch sticking through the roof? Can I move it? Oh dear. Alright, well, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, hopefully this will just fall out. Will it fall out? Come on. Just fall out. Oh dear. Oh. Oh. That tree just did something funky. If I disconnect it, will it fall out? Oh dear. Don't tell me it's stuck in there. Oh no, this isn't looking good, is it? Oh dear. Oh. What is going on? Okay, that kind of works. At least I can separate it. Hopefully it comes off. Will it come off? Come on. No. Yeah. See, there's always a way. There's always a way. Right. Let's get on with this. Test this food mixer. Does that? Oh dear. This is gonna be bad. Okay. Not too bad. Do these forks still go in and out? Oh, they do. Oh yeah, they do. Good. Right. Test this food mixer. So. We kind of know what you need for pigs. Doing the pigs is kind of a bit like learning to ride a bike, isn't it? Once you've figured it out, you kind of remember it. So I know, look, all these pallet forks are weird. I know, look, I'm gonna need whatever this is. That sugar beet, is it? Yeah, sugar beet. So it's gonna need sugar beet, isn't it? So let's just drop this pallet in. If it will take the pallet. I hope it will take the pallet. Will it take the pallet? What's it doing? It's not going to take the pallet. It's not going to take the pallet, is it? Come on. I'm too afraid to drop it in case I can't lift it back out. Okay. What happens if I drop it? This is why off camera you should test things once in a while. What happened? Okay, right. It must be a production in the production menu now, yeah? Maybe it needs activating. Pig feed mixer. Oh, for God's sake, it doesn't take sugar beet. Okay, well, let's activate it. Wow. It should take sugar beet. It really should. Right, what I'm going to do... Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. What did it say it takes? Corn, sunflowers, potato. Right, well, I've seen corn. Let's see if this works. If this doesn't work, then the pallet forks are a complete waste of time, and actually I'll have to use the bucket instead. Let's see what happens. It's funny, this goes heck of a high, doesn't it? It doesn't look like the mast is that big, but actually, see how high it goes. I should have saved this for my... Oh yeah, that's pouring out in it. Good. Nice. Yeah, I think I should have saved this one for my roleplay story mode, you know, actually. This probably would have worked quite well. But hey, it is what it is. Right, what's this look like now? 1,000... Okay. Sunflowers and potatoes. Let's just jump into here a minute because... Where is it? I'll do it through the menu. What's that? Soybeans, corn, sunflowers, potatoes. Oh, that's convenient. And I actually didn't plan that, but that's very convenient. That's exactly what it's been producing. While I'm on here as well, I did preset the other one, the tunnel, the foil tunnel, to produce tomatoes on the basis, on the assumption that actually I might be getting the interactive zone marker. What am I talking about, interactive zone marker? On the basis that I'll get the interactive productions. Because if we're going to make ketchup, then yeah, we definitely need some nice juicy fresh tomatoes. So somewhere there's a load of tomatoes. Tell you what, I didn't even look at as well. I had oh, that's sunflower, that's fortunate. I had the maple syrup thing going as well, didn't I? Wow, I reckon there's quite a lot of that going too, because I don't know, I mean maybe the production's run out of water, but I'll have to have a look. Do you know, there is actually, considering this is an abandoned farm, There is actually a lot of money's worth of stuff here floating around. There is a lot of money's worth. Right. I think I need to get a trailer. Let's shut that off a minute. And I'm pretty sure that detaches, doesn't it? Am I right? I'm sure that the top part is removable from the bottom part. Let's jump over to the case. The dirtiest piece of equipment in the whole of Canada. Maybe. Look at the state of it. I mean, it might sound a bit creepy, but I do like a dirty tractor. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, everyone likes a dirty tractor. Right. Anyway, enough of the dirty talk. It's getting a bit weird now, isn't it? It's getting a bit creepy. Let's hopefully take the top off of this trailer. I quite like what I've done in this area as well, you know. I do quite like it. Oh, it's so nice to be able to connect things without having to get out. Right, open up the help menu. And I believe here, what's the button to detach that one? Cool, right. Switch the menu. Try and come out of here nice and straight. Alright, to be honest, I might not have needed to do that. But that's fine. Realism and all that. Let's try and get this. Taking out all my bushes. Let's try and line this up here. I might as well, because I don't know what they are there, but it looks like there's a load of pallets of, I mean, I want to say soybean. I feel like soybean is what I would have done. Yeah, me in the past would have made those soybean. Yeah, they are soybean as well. Okay, right. I probably will skip this bit. I don't think I'll time lapse this because it's pretty boring, and literally I reckon we're probably 25 minutes in now, and all I've done is talk and move a few pallets. So I'll do this super fast in my own time, just so at least we're in a position where we can get something happening. Something happening. And I want to finish the episode in a place where something to look forward to do another one. Because it's quite easy when you have more than one series, it is quite easy to kind of neglect one and put a bit more focus on other ones. And obviously that Keep It Real series was so popular that, you know, it was just worth all the time in the world. And this thing's awful. Oh dear. Right, this may take a while. I'll be back in a mo. Wow. You know, I have no idea how long this has just taken me to do it, but I've done it. It's all good. It's all good. I don't really know if this has actually worked. Forgot about that pallet of sugar beet. We might just have to take that as collateral damage, maybe. I don't think I'm rescuing that. Right, so as you can tell, I have very, very badly stacked the trailer up. I didn't expect there to be quite so much. I mean, look at it. That is bad though, that is pathetic. It's almost embarrassing. But I've done it. There's also a random pallet of, I think it might be wheat. So I must have accidentally clicked on the wrong thing at some point and it's generated that. Because it just popped out of nowhere, it just appeared. So I think it's wheat or something, I'm not too sure. Obviously we haven't got chickens in this map, so it's irrelevant. But other than that one single pallet, that is all soybean. Now, what have we got? 3, 6, 9, 12, 24, 25, 26, 27,000 litres of soybean there, potentially. That's incredible. That is really incredible. But for now, how do I use this? Please tell me it just does it. Yeah, it does. Automatically. Yeah. 600 corn, 250 sunflower, 150 potatoes. So I need to slow the potato harvest down. Let's jump back into this one. I don't know why. The channel used to keep it real because I keep jumping back. Let's turn off soybeans for a mo. Let's turn off the potatoes because we don't need them. Now really what I need to do is get some seeds. Now this. I think I just connect up the bucket. So we'll pop the pallet fork in here. It's nice that we've got some good shelter for it all. Just how I like it to be. Connect up this bucket. That bucket's actually bigger than this machine. Doesn't look like it should hold it, does it? I don't know. So in theory, if we get into the trigger, if you watch my episodes, you know I don't like to turn the triggers on, but I might just switch it on for the first time. But I'm going to make an assumption that actually here somewhere is the trigger to fill a trailer. Oh, there you go. 2,000 litres. Amazing. I'll pull into here, and somewhere here, somewhere, is the food trigger. Is it there? That'll look pretty good, doesn't it? They've all come running to get some food. Alright, same again. Lovely. Oh, this is good. This is good. What did it cost again? 22 grand, I want to say. 22 grand well spent, actually, I would say. The definite. The definite. Because pigs is such a profitable thing to do. It's a pain trying to get the right mixture. Now that food has gone just like that. But I reckon now let's don't park it into the wall. It's not a great idea. Let's just park it up here out of the way. And have a little look. Oh, amazing. Look, how easy was that? How easy was that? Definitely. Cool. Right, I like that. I like that. Good, good money. Now, that is missing. So, wow, it's gone through the sunflowers already. Okay. Right, yeah, so at some point, you know, a goal for the next episode would be buy a load of seed, put the seed into there as well, and get it going on sunflower seeds, but, you know, hardcore, real good go at it. Fill it with manure, fill it with seeds, boom, make loads of money. Talking about making loads of money, let's have a look at prices. Now, what did I say that was? Soybeans. Where are we currently? Ah, we're at the worst price, aren't we? Okay, alright then. See, if I didn't skip through all of those months, I could have sold all of that at the best price. But I wanted to add a little bit of a challenge. Right, so forget that. Soybeans can just sit on that trailer for a minute or two, because it's not like we're desperate for money, is it? Now let's have a look at fabric. Let's do a little bit of calculation. Fabric is worth... Again, we're right at the damn bottom. Okay, that's worth 11,000 at its best price. Wow, 11,000 per pallet. How on earth is a pallet of clothes worth 30,000? That's some expensive merchandise right there. So that wholesale market I built actually buys the clothing as well, so that's interesting, isn't it? Okay. Wow, so I guess maybe we're probably about there actually. I don't know how long the episode's going to be. I'm going to guesstimate it at about 40 minutes maybe so far, but that is kind of a guess. So what do I do? What do I do in the next episode? There's a couple of options really. We've got to definitely harvest the field. So we're going to have a whole field of canola, I think I said, but I've got to buy a header. So 25 grand. Do I get the class header? It'll be a bit of a mismatch, but I reckon it will work. Maybe. The other options are construction mode. Let's jump into here. So productions, right at the very end, you've got the interactive productions, and more than likely either the soybean or the soy drink, because we've got so many soybeans, or the ketchup production is another option, which is a good option. And I will just quickly zoom down to exactly where I've been planning it, because I don't know if I ever did discuss this in previous episodes back when I was kind of really going for it. But actually, this is my thinking all along. This can go right about, I don't know, there. Yeah, these fences that you can see there, I can delete. It does let you do that. So right about there, and then I'll make the other area around it a little parking area, maybe put a little shed in. So that's another option. Not bad, and that ground's pretty much flat as well, so that works pretty well. So we could do that. Is there a tailor? And if not, which I don't think there is actually, and I always like to buy the ones on the map. So okay, so another option is I build a tailor, which let's jump into here again. Factories, tailor shop. There we go. Yeah, the fanciest looking one. 100,000. Do we make up some funds with the soybeans to get 100 grand and maybe replace that in that little corner bit of land that I was just looking at? That would be a real slow burner, because fabric to clothing does take quite a long time. And it certainly will, I mean, it won't slow the series down because I ain't even been doing it, but it certainly won't speed it up. I don't know, few options. Or we just stick with the whole farming theme and buy another big field and make some money that way. I'm sure we can flip a field, replant it again, get it growing for the next season. I don't know, few options. Either way though, it's been a nice change. It's been a really nice change to come onto this map. This is still one of my most favourite maps for definite. And it's great to have a little bit of money to spend. I'm not used to it. When I play this, I just don't have money. So that's amazing. Anyway, I am going to leave it here for now. My plan is, by the way, for anyone who's asking, the Keep It Real episode I pre-recorded about 3 weeks ago. I'll try and edit that. Probably get that out for Friday. The children, or my youngest, is back at school from Thursday, so in theory I have the whole day Friday to myself in between school runs. So I would really like to get a roleplay story mode episode out, and hopefully it will be a good one. More than likely introducing a new character, kind of a backup main character to Mr. Chavaskis, which is going to be quite funny actually. Yeah, they're going to be so opposite, it's going to be hilarious. So that's my intention. But in the meantime, thanks as always for the comments. I know I'm going to get some comments. Thanks for sticking around and bearing with me while I dealt with the kids and spending money over Christmas. And yeah, until the next episode, cheers and gone.